Best spots to get legendary items experience in the post-nerf, because yes, the overworld has been nerfed. In the post-nerf, let's talk about some of my favorite locations that are currently still working and unnerfed. In the Shazar Sea, number 1, Oasis Waypoint. Check this spot out, right by the Crimson Slag. This is a very popular location. If you can get a spot here, you'll be lucky. There's pretty much always a full group here. That's because there's minions that spawn here, not only spawn here, but spawn here quickly. There's a shrine in multiple locations, so you can have minions that spawn here, up here where that resurrect is. Minions can spawn here, here, right where this guy is, and right here. So typically you can either run in a circle with the path that I'm currently doing here, or you can get in a group of 4 and everyone kind of take a spot on the map and just be able to kill them as they're spawning right in. It's a good, fast experience location and one of the better ones currently. If you can get into the group, it is very competitive. However, slightly above it is a less competitive location over here in the domain of Hor. This is actually a pretty good spot post-nerf that I'm noticing not too many people farm. So if you're having problems getting into a group and you just want to maybe more chill solo farm, this isn't a bad spot either. I tested this for about an hour and I was able to get pretty consistent spawns just running in the lower half circle here. Typically, there's no one here. Maybe you'll get one other person that will spawn here, but you can get a decent amount of elites. The experience here is pretty solid as well, and there's enough spawns that as you're running, you're pretty much consistently able to chew through a pack, kill another pack, as you can see here. So check this spot out if you're having problems getting into the other location. Library of Zoltun has a passable spot just above the Withering Ingress waypoint, which is up here. I'll show you. This spot is mostly if you have a group of 4 and you're looking to farm while like playing another game or something. There's multiple spawn locations. There's one here, plus there's a collect lost page. You can see there's a person here. There's another spawn up here. There's a spawn in the middle. There's a spawn on this corner. There's a purple spawn that appears right here. Then there's another spawn right here, as well as a hidden lair. You can see there's some people like half paying attention here. So basically the meta here is what you do is you each take a corner, you get into a group of 4, and then you just kill whatever minions show up when they show up. And then the fact that everyone's in the corner, you're sharing all the experience and you don't have to pay attention very much. It's pretty easy to farm, etc. And you can collect some lost pages, which will let you open these hidden chambers. I'll show you this right now because I'm actually going to get the last page if I can get it right here. 1 second, kill these minions. There we go. And now let's get the lost page. And then what you can do is you can take the lost page, you can then activate and create these portos, which will give you experience. You can see it's a 240k experience, and when you actually do it, sometimes they'll actually activate the sandstone, which is just what happened there, and then you can kill the overworld boss, the sandstone golem, if you actually need him. Otherwise, you just get a nice chunk of experience. If you're a fan of this style of farming, you can go to the Biofin here to the Crimson Blade Haven, and the Crimson Blade Haven has another one of these, semi-AFK type of farms where all you have to do is stand in place. It probably arguably has the best version of it. If you go here, you're pretty much always going to see somebody here. It's another very popular spot. There's a farming location right here. There's another spawn that appears right here. There's a spawn that appears right here, and there's a spawn that appears here and here. So normally what you're going to see is either one person running a lap or 4 people in a group, one in each one of these spawn locations, just killing the minions as they appear. And when you have a full group here, they appear fast enough that you can pretty much hold the kill streak and get some pretty good experience from here. Orange will spawn, etc., etc. So this is one of the better spots if you do actually plan on like playing another game in the background. The Realm of Damnation still works just fine, and you can see it's farmed. This is another circle you can farm here, the Forest of Misery, either clockwise or counterclockwise. Doesn't matter. You're just going to be running a circle around here. It has enough spawns and enough of a decent experience rate and elite rate and etc. that you can actually get pretty good amount of legendaries here. It's the second location that I've farmed the most, right next to the Plains of Torment, which is obviously in the same zone, but the Plains of Torment is highly competitive, so I won't recommend it today because it's almost, feels like it's basically impossible to get any minions there at the moment. But this circle right here is another circle that's close by, has basically the same experience rates, and you can farm this. It's also kind of nice. It's on the pour though too, so you can complete your lap and then just teleport right back to base if you have to ID something. Also, I don't know why, but it feels like for me, the Realm of Damnation always has more orange mobs than almost any other location. I don't know if it's confirmation bias, so every time I'm seeing it, I'm doubling down and feeling this way, or it could be the fact that it's the very last zone in the campaign, and for whatever reason, it does have a higher spawn rate. But if you're looking for oranges, I seem to find mine in the Realm of Damnation. And there's a legendary, and I don't know if that's one I have yet. Now, there's still the hidden alcove. It has been nerfed since the beginning launch of the game. But as you can see, there's chests kind of everywhere. Chests spawn here fairly frequently, it seems like. it's still a spot with a high spawn location of mobs. If you walk around, you're going to see there's plenty of mobs here, and there's still players that farm here, so you can normally get a group. There's also bounties here, etc. This alcove has a pretty good amount of minion spawns that can still spawn. So you have this spot, and then if you farm this, and then you go around the corner here, and you farm down this little like driveway here, all the way down, there's another purple that spawns here. You farm this location right here, a good amount of minions spawn right here as well. And then you kind of run it back, and you go back into the alcove, and you farm that again. So this is another spot that this one is technically nerfed. It got nerfed like basically the first month from what I remember. However, it's still a viable location now that some of the other spots are nerfed, etc. And also mostly there's just, everyone doesn't really farm here as much. There still are some people that farm here, but people don't farm here as much because it was nerfed that first month. And so I feel like if all the other spots are jammed up, you can sort of come here and farm it still. This, of course, being the hidden alcove here in the Library of Zoltun, kind of this location here. There's blue missions here as well. Also, it's the same lost page thing. You can collect lost pages, summon the golem, when it summons, still get experience, etc. It's almost like another monster essence. There's another spot here I can explain for you, which is down the Library of Zoltun. It's kind of in the corner. Since we're talking about the library, it's the Hall of Transmutation. Here's another spot for you. You can walk in this circle. Oop, there's a golem. Let's get the golem real quick. Because last time I didn't kill the golem, the people in the comments were angry. So this time we will kill the golem. There we go. But basically this square down here in this circle, it's pretty good if you have a dash or a teleport of some sort. You just kind of go in this lap here. Kill the minions in each square. It's pretty fast. Go in here, kill the minions in this square. Just like this. Go to the next square. And you just kind of run this lap here in this circle. And it's actually not a bad spot. There's bloom. You can see a mission popped up here. We got enchanted dust done, so there's missions you can do around here. The spawn rate seems decently quick. I have farmed this solo before. It's not in my top 3. It's probably more of like a top 8 spawn area. But there is an orange that just spawned right here, and the spawn rates, if you're running in the circle and clearing all the minions, is actually not bad. It's good enough that you can kind of continue to do it solo. If you're kind of bad at it and you don't kill every minion in each location, that tends to be what breaks up the circle and makes it hard for you to be able to do it in a lap properly. But there we go. There's another orange and another legendary. This one I'm going to throw in here is a good meme. Check it out. It's the cow level. We found the cow level. It's here at the Foggy Plains in Mount Zavon. If you check it out, they're all passive. They don't want anything to do with it, but they all run away. It's just a bunch of cows, or whatever you want to call them, bulls. I don't know. What are these? Mountain wizants? I've tried to find a good farm location in Darkwood. If there is one that I am just completely missing, please leave it in the comments, because this is a good spot to farm because of the way the infusing of the tree works, that you can get more glowing shards, etc., which you will eventually need when leveling up your blacksmith. So I would like to have a good spot to recommend in here. I just haven't found one yet. With that being said, that's all the spots I'm going to recommend for this video. There's plenty of other ones, but I've covered them in other videos. This is the ones I wanted to cover today. Love you all. Consider liking or subscribing if you either liked the video or you ever want to see another guide video for Diablo Immortal again. See you on the next one.